yeah, I think judging from history of bodybuilding, it's changed dramatically over time. We know through that era of Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler and Dorian Yates, they pushed the boundaries with how big they could get on a bodybuilding stage. But now, you've got guys like Chris Bumstead who do it like classic physique, and they're also proportionately huge. Like, it's not just aesthetics, but they're round and full. And do you think that's like a direction like the WBFF is kind of heading in with a lot of their categories? Yeah.
Right. So with the WBFF, they keep things very simple, right? Yep. So they've got fitness model and they've got muscle model. They've just newly launched physique model, right? Which is like someone in the middle. Okay. So I was doing fitness model all this time. Okay. But my last show that I did, I was 98 kilos on stage. Okay. So I was probably the biggest guy on stage, which is why, of course, I was penalized. That was not the look they were looking for. They wanted me to do muscle model instead, because there were like a few guys doing muscle models who were smaller than me, right? So I, picked the wrong category. Because I won my pro card as a fitness model, I thought that maybe I should at least do one show as a fitness model pro, and then maybe step up. But the growth that I achieved in that 1 year off was more than enough for me to be doing muscle model. So that was a misjudgment on my end. But anyway, now they've launched this physique model, which is not as big as muscle model and not as small and shredded as a fitness model. All right. So I think that's where I'm going to compete in now.
Yep.
Okay. Because I'm not massive like a muscle model, but I'm not as small as a fitness model anymore. So I'll now have to compete in physique model.
Yeah.
But coming back to your point, bro, bodybuilding is not what it used to be. You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's all about size. Even if you go back to the most recent IFBB show, and you see the men's physique guys, they look like bodybuilders, right?
Yeah.
They are huge, right? And they're just men's physique guys, okay? Then you have a look at your classic physique guys. Massive dudes, right? Huge. You know what I mean? They've got so much muscle in that. That in the previous era, they would be bodybuilders.
Yep.
Right? But now they're not bodybuilders. They are classic physique guys, right? The bodybuilders are now just on that level.
Yeah.
Watch Big Ramy, for example.
Huge.
That guy is a specimen, right? And him winning a show also goes to show where the industry is heading.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want guys to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I mean? So, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm not in IFBB.
Yep.
I love IFBB. I've got mates there. In fact, I have more IFBB pro friends than I have WBFF pro friends.
Yep.
So, and I also, because I'm sponsored by Bulk Nutrients, I'm also at almost all of their stage shows.
Yeah.
Right? Watching them and mingling with them and that kind of stuff. But I will never do IFBB because I know that I cannot reach the world level in IFBB with the physique and the age that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
And I'll have to really push a lot of drugs in my body.
Yeah.
If I'm at that level. So I would like to stay in my own lane, and I want to, stay in WBFF where, they will appreciate my physique.
100%.
Right? Where the standards are different, because the look is completely different. Right? I'm pretty sure that when you were picking your federation for your first comp, you would have also considered IFBB and WBFF. So why did you choose WBFF? What was your point?
Quite similar, because I noticed the guys are bigger. They were way more jacked in IFBB, and it was more of that bodybuilding kind of categories. I personally like the free flow of like your posing in WBFF. Like you can just come up with your own routine. It's not like a tradition like turn to the left, turn to the right, front double bars, big lat flex and stuff. Like, you can just come up with your own routine on stage for the WBFF, and that's what kind of drew me to that, because it's more like you can bring your own character. Like, I'm from the pro wrestling world, and like that's what we do. Like, we just bring our character to the stage, and so it was quite similar lining up for me to do a WBFF show rather than your IFBB, which is more like traditional bodybuilding posing. I still watch their shows and stuff like that, and I still admire, I guess, the physiques, because just like me, like, everyone loves watching, you know, big, massive freaks on stage, right? And I think that's why after the Ronnie Coleman era, you know, it transcended that, and the bigger, the better. Like, everyone just loves to watch big, massive, like, if they're in that realm of loving bodybuilding, like, they just want to get bigger. And I think it's entertaining. You know, it's like watching pro wrestling, like back in the early 90s, when everyone was huge. Same thing. Like, everyone just wanted to watch big, massive wrestlers body slam each other, and it was entertaining. It was larger than life. And I think that's going to continue, I guess, with bodybuilding nowadays. And
It's so cool.